Okay, in this example, the subject is linear functions, and the example is a word problem. So let's read the problem. The cost of renting tuxedos for the Coral Society's formal is $20 down plus $88 per tax. Question A, find the cost function C of X of renting X tuxedos. So we know the independent variable is X, the tuxedos, and C is the cost. And we know the cost is in dollars. This type of problem, when the question is asked to find a linear function, you're only going to be given a slope and y-intercept, or you're going to be given 2 points. I mean, from here you can tell that we're not given 2 points because we only have 2 values. So one of them has to be slope and the other one has to be y-intercept, the b. So we know that y, or in this case c of x, this is just y, is going to be equal mx plus b because it's linear. Now we need to know which one of these values is a b and which one is m. M, the unit of b is the unit of y, so b is always, it's going to be here in dollars, so it has to be $20. Not only that, the unit for slope is slope is always y value over x value, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So the unit is unit of y, the y value here is the cost in dollars, per unit of x, which is tuxedo. So m is $88 per tax, and then b is $20. So b is 20. So therefore y, c of x is equal m, we said 88, so 88x plus 20. So this is the answer. For question B, what is the cost of renting 2 taxis? Alright, so if you got 2 tuxedos, so that means x is equal to, and then we're trying to find the y value, which is c. So in other words, we're trying to find c of 2. So how do we find c of 2? Just plug in 2 for x. So this is 88 times 2 plus 20. 88 times 2 is 176 plus 20, which is $196. So this is the answer. For question C, what is the cost of renting the 100th tax? Now here we're looking for the cost of the 100th tax. So this is always going to be the slope, always. So if it's the slope, then it has to be $88. Now, I mean, if you want to do it the long way, the cost of the 100th tuxedo will be the cost of 100, I mean the first 100 tuxedos, minus the cost of 99. This is how you get the cost of the 100th. But of course, if you plug 100 in, C of 100 means plug 100 in the equation, so you're going to get 88 times 100 plus 20, and then minus the cost of 99 is 88 times 99 plus 20. But if you do all that, you're still going to get the same answer. So it's always going to be the slope, 88. So it's going to be $88. This is in dollars. Now, what is the marginal cost per tax? So marginal cost, by definition, is the slope. is the slope, which is $88 per tax. What is the variable cost? Variable cost by definition is always going to be M times X. So in this case, it's going to be 88X. Now, if you have $460, how many taxes can you rent? So your cost, so what this says, C of X is equal $460, and we want to find the number of tuxedos you can rent. So in other words, just plug it in for C of X. So we know that C of X is equal 88X plus 20. So if we plug 460 for C of X, then all we need to do is solve for X. This means that 88X is equal 460 minus 20. So 88X is equal 440. Now divide by 88. And then you're going to get 5 tuxedos. And that would be the answer. And that's it for this problem.